आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
All right, welcome back, friends. Niranjan and I take over from Shravan, and for the last month or so, or maybe more, the Republic Progress for the People campaign has continued, and we continue it tonight with hard questions for the Telangana government. At a time when the state is staring at 6 lakh crores plus of debt, crores are being splurged on luxury government villas for ministers. 8 million rupees for Azharuddin's residence, 3 million for a minister's toilet, while children are allegedly being served stale food as part of the midday meal. The story keeps repeating, Niranjan.
Yes.
From Himachal Pradesh to Odisha to Uttar Pradesh to Bihar, and it seems even the southern states. Typically you associate most of the southern states with better levels of governance and accountability, at least on paper it seems. Because this is a story in which we get to find that a minister's bungalow's revamp is being done at a cost of almost 1 crore rupees. A toilet fix for 30 lakh rupees. Is this governance or gross misplacement of priorities, Niranjan?
Abhishek, the irony is this is a newly minted minister. Newly minted minister Azharuddin. Everybody knows who Azharuddin is. Azharuddin is not an ordinary person. He's a very wealthy cricketer, Congress leader, now minister. The irony in the story is he stays just 3 kilometers away from that bungalow.
Yeah.
Hearing that he's got several houses in Hyderabad, and the house of choice where he lives, or private residence, is in Jubilee Hills, Banjara Hills, whatever that's called, that posh area in Hyderabad. He lives there, and he yet took this bungalow 3 kilometers away. And they will now spend 1 crore rupees, and this is for a state where the chief minister cries, almost cries when he comes and says, I don't have money for this, I don't have money for this, I don't have money for schemes. They promised guarantees, they came to power. Now they're saying, I don't have money. The irony, Shravan, Abhishek, we pulled out some numbers. They haven't paid junior doctors for 6 months. Arrears spending 30 crore rupees, 25 to 30 crore. Contract and outsourced staff salaries 100 crore pending in Telangana. Scholarship and fee reimbursements held 1,500 to 2,000 crore in Telangana. Employee bills, government has admitted that almost 4,575 crore is spending. This is the irony. This is a state where, by the way, they brought Azhar just in time for an election to Banjara Hills as minority appeasement. They did a lot of stunts. And it's all backfiring now, exactly like how it's happening in Karnataka. But misplaced priorities, it happens across party lines, Abhishek. It's not that this is a story in case in point.
Well, that's our debate. Whether it's misplaced priorities, actually bang on. That's what they intend to do.
Exactly. So here's the story. Take a look at it, and then we debate.
In Telangana, outrage boils as 8 million rupees vanish into renovating a government bungalow for former Indian cricketer and newly minted Mantri Azharuddin. Ironically, while he lives 3 kilometers away at his private residence in Hyderabad's posh Jubilee Hills.
The Congress-led Telangana government here yet again faced backlash from the opposition as well as the locals when it approved a budget of rupees 76 lakhs for the repair and renovation works for a ministerial building that has been allocated to the newly elected minority minister Azharuddin.
This splurge hits Telangana amid a severe financial crunch and food poisoning ravaging 2 districts. In Khammam, 14 students were hospitalized. In Sangareddy, 23 students fell ill because of substandard food. And then this visual from Karnataka. Children in Kharge's constituency wash dishes in filthy drains.
Several students of Alabal Taluk, which is located in Bagalkote's Jamkandi, were found washing their midday meal plates in front of a drain after having their lunch. This has raised a serious concern because these children were found washing their plates right in front of the drain, which might have been mixed with the sewage water.
State neglect laid bare. As luxury thrives in empty bungalows, the people's plight deepens. Is this the progress promised?
So joining us on the debate this evening are Pratibha Prahalad. She's live with us from Delhi. Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP. And he was with us. We're considering both of them as a citizen voice today. Abhishek,
Yeah.
Usually we take political stance saying backs BJP, backs Mamta, backs this or backs that or defends this or that. But today we're just making it citizen's voice. And on the other side we have Rohan Gupta, national spokesperson of the BJP. Pankaj Sharma, senior journalist, leans towards the Congress party. And Pattabhi Ram Kummareddy, who's the national spokesperson of the TDP. Now, it's a critical debate, and I felt it was a bit ironic, because today we also had a visual, ladies and gentlemen, from Kalaburgi. Now, the thing about Republic is that, you know, with our network, Abhishek, we have this ability of picking up stories.
Yeah.
And I want to show a visual from Kalaburgi in Karnataka. Now, why is Kalaburgi important? Kalaburgi is Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's home ground. It's his district, okay? If I have those pictures, I'll play them full frame. Essentially, what those pictures showed is that sewage water, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Sewage water was flowing into a river, and that water was being supplied to all of Kalaburgi. Okay? Now, this is a story from Bagalkot. This is a story from Bagalkot, also from Karnataka. This is Bagalkot, not Kalaburgi. And in this picture, what you can see is a student. Students, after midday meals, Abhishek, cleaning water in a drain. Can we go back to that still picture for a second? Still picture for a second. Still picture. Can we show the still picture, please, that you just showed? Take a look at this picture. I want all our panelists to look at this picture. I know that some of them are extremely busy right now looking down on their phones, but look at this picture. Midday meals for the poorest of the poor studying in government schools. And they're washing their plates in a drain. In a drain.
Yeah.
What a shame. This is in Karnataka. And then we'll show you the visuals. The visuals were from Kalaburgi. Our Republic Kannada team did an investigation in Kalaburgi. Can we show that visual, please? Yeah, look at that. In Kalaburgi, what we reported was how drinking water was being mixed with sewage water. Sewage water was flowing into the river. And that water is also being supplied, by the way. These are the pictures. The pictures are in front of your screen. Look at that. That water is being supplied to the people of Kalaburgi, which is Mr. Kharge's home turf. It's ironic. I felt it's ironic because Rahul Gandhi rushed to Indore. Remember a few days back, we reported the Indore story. And we reported how children were falling sick. People died. They hit the numbers. Rahul Gandhi took the first flight out, went to Indore. But nobody will go to Kalaburgi because it is a Congress-ruled state, right? So just wanted to bring these pictures to your attention, right? Let me get Mr. Vikram Singh first to open this up. Irony, sir, we thought we'll just bring these stories to the headline and let people talk about it, let people decide. Azharuddin, by the way, doesn't need any bungalow. He's done well for himself. He's got a house and he still wanted another house 3 kilometers from his current house. And he's spending, the government has approved 8 million rupees. Mr. Vikram Singh.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, nothing shocks and surprises us any longer. Sanctimonious platitudes that public interest is of paramount importance, but lofty ideals, but lowly conduct. The visuals that have shown would shake the conscience of any Indian. I would say that in the face of this financial crunch that is almost at the level of a financial emergency, you have the temerity to splurge no fewer than 80 lakh rupees on the renovation of a bungalow of a person who is many times billionaire many times over. Well, these, so to say, about the double standards of a person and a party who claims to be serving the people. They are serving themselves, make no mistake about it. And I'm reminded of the czars and the czarina. There's no public interest, there's only abundant self-interest. I would say that this is absolutely shameless conduct, and I had expected a lot more from a government that swears by the Constitution that we, the people, there's nothing about the people, it's only we and we alone. And therefore, the manner in which this public money is criminally wasted, I reiterate, criminally wasted. I would say that every rupee should have gone to the people, to the school children who were washing the dishes in the drain water, and also where sewage water is mixed with drinking water. I think we could have done much better. Doctors not paid, scholarships not dispersed, and also that the hospitals not maintained in the manner in which. Obviously, the two conclusions are public interest is absolutely in the background and self-interest is of the topmost priority. Please set your records and set your priorities in order, lest the people teach you the hard way.
I mean, you know, Rohan Gupta, we have got these stories of midday meals, Niranjan, from all states, including BJP state, Madhya Pradesh. We have got it from Telangana, and we showed those pictures today of Karnataka from Bagalkot. Now, the question is, Rohan Gupta, it seems when it comes to taking privileges, all the political parties follow a secular code, and when it comes to people, again, it's some kind of secularism that parties in power practice. I mean, the parties in power are different than the parties in opposition, clearly, as it comes out of this example of Telangana, where midday meal scheme, kids struggling, they don't have plates, and the minister having a 30 lakh rupee toilet, having 80 lakh rupee revamp, and perhaps Azharuddin does not even want to live there.
I think you are completely right, and I agree with you. That is the reason why people don't trust Congress party. Their hypocrisy is split wide open. You can see their hypocrisy. The same Congress party, which has two states, where if they have issue with BJP government, they can definitely demonstrate that in the state where they are in power. But they will not do anything. The height of hypocrisy, where one minister may be out of their appeasement, love and politics, he's a billionaire, and for him there is a new bungalow just 3 kilometers away, his own residence. Why it is required? 2 lakh jobs. That is a Gen Z's promise which Congress made in Telangana. 2 lakh job calendar, still it is pending. Lot many promises are pending. They have no money to pay to the scheme's beneficiary. Why this hypocrisy? And coming back to Karnataka, this is shocking. The same Mr. Rahul Gandhi, when he goes to Madhya Pradesh, why can't he ensure that in his own states where these governments are there, these kind of scenes are coming out? Why they are quiet on that? Why such a hypocrisy? So there is no place in hypocrisy. I completely agree. As a political party, it's the responsibility of each party to ensure good governance. But at the end of the day, it is the responsibility of opposition not to do vulture politics and ensure that wherever they have opportunity, they show to the people, no, these are our state, these kind of things don't happen. But that is the Congress here. They have the hypocrisy, whether it is Telangana, whether it is Himachal, whether it is Karnataka. You will find these kind of scenes everywhere. They have promised everything under the sun to the people, and they are not getting anything. People are not getting anything. It is all corruption, misgovernance.
Vikram sir wants to really intervene. I think he just
I just want to make a small point as I toss it to Vikram Singh ji. Just wanted to remind you, dear Rohan, that it was your party which is in power in Madhya Pradesh, where people died and there was a cover-up in the number of deaths that were reported. Just FYI, no action was taken on Kailash Vijayvargiya. Also just FYI, in the same state, ironically, a BJP leader's son's wedding, only for that wedding, while we talk about 8 million for Azharuddin's bungalow,
7 million.
7 million was spent for fireworks, for 10 minutes. 7 million for 10 minutes fireworks. Just a small point I wanted to make, Vikram Singh ji.
Mr. Gupta, I would like to reiterate, and I'm extremely happy that you have singled out not a single party, not a single state, but right across. There are equally grotesque examples from Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. I would say as a citizen that it is absolutely unpardonable that any public money should be wasted or a single rupee be wasted. Whether it is Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh or Odisha or anywhere. But yes, laws are unsparing and the CAG audit should be subjected unsparingly to all the states irrespective of which party is in power. That is my one simple point, Mr. Gupta. I would say that we should not go and raise fingers at any political party, but to the waste of public money.
Okay, Pankaj Sharma, look at this. It seems like it's not just Telangana, it's not just it's not just Karnataka. Earlier we had Himachal government which launched an investigation for samosas, actually clearing 92 lakh rupees for Mercedes car for its officials and including governor. And then we had 7 crore rupees for 51 Mahindras recently coming in. Mahindra Thar, I mean, why do you need Mahindra Thar? That's from Odisha. There was a government order, so BJP government also. So it's as I said, Rohan Gupta missed the point. I was saying, be it Madhya Pradesh where children are having midday meal in a scrap of paper, or the Himachal government sanctioning this much money, or the Odisha government, or the Telangana government, or the Karnataka government. I mean, when you are in power, you are a very different animal altogether. That's what comes out of these stories, Pankaj Sharma.
Don't you remember how around 75 crores of rupees were spent on Arvind Kejriwal's Sheesh Mahal?
Yes, correct.
Way back in 2012. Way back in 2012, Mayawati spent a staggering 86 crore of public funds to renovate her official residence in Lucknow. 13 ministerial bungalows were renovated in Mumbai at the cost of 30 crore rupees. Bungalows were in good shape, but their floors were replaced with expensive granite. A government bungalow is allotted to Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia in Bhopal after he joined BJP. It took 16 months and crore of rupees to give it a palatial look, with the princely emblems of Scindia's erstwhile Gwalior state mounted on the roof and the walls. See, a new Prime Minister's house is being constructed at the cost of 467 crore rupees. 200 crore rupees have been spent on the repairs and renovation of MP's bungalows in Delhi. So why blame poor Azharuddin only? If at all there should be a debate, it should be on the need of maintaining such lavish lifestyle of our political leaders and bureaucrats by the governments at the cost of taxpayers' money. This is the primary fundamental point.
Sir, but that doesn't make it right if you do it. I mean, sir, are you actually suggesting or trying to defend just because they did it, you will do it? I mean, is that the kind of defense you're trying to put up?
I am not defending. I am telling you a larger point which should be discussed. See, now entire country has seen the photographs of young students washing their midday meal plates using water from open drain. It is not only an issue of child safety and basic hygiene standards in rural education centers. More than this, it must concern everyone. And we claim to be the 4th largest economy of the world, claim to be Vishwaguru, but in reality, these are Achhe Din we were promised of. Take the situation of a village school in Karnataka only. You go to rural areas of any state, you would find similar state of affairs. So let's not look at any particular state. It is more about an insensitive system that is there in place for 1 decade. See, I mean, you mentioned about midday meal.
Okay.
It's unfortunate that many students fell sick after consuming contaminated midday meal. But do you know? Petty political reasons will not solve anything. Telangana is not the only state where serious irregularities are being committed in midday meal schemes. In Bihar, 23 children died after eating food provided through midday meal scheme around 12 years ago. According to Ministry of Education data, in the last 5 years, 174 children fell ill across 6 states. Delhi, Odisha, Bihar, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. 12 crore children are fed in midday meal schemes every day. 20,000 crore rupees are spent on this annually, and everyone knows how much corruption is there in this. The larger question is different. Say 55 crore rupees every day are allocated to provide food to 12 crore children under this schemes. It comes to 4 or 4.5 rupees per child. Forget nutritional concerns. What kind of meal can you provide in this money? So these are the basic questions. Don't single out particular states.
Okay.
So why? Oh, no, sir. How can he say don't single out states? I mean, how can you even try and defend it?
No, so I think he's just sort of generalized.
Generalized it. But everybody. I mean, of course, he's right. He's right. I know. He wants to. The BJP wants to respond to it, but Pratibha Prahalad hasn't spoken, and Mr. Reddy hasn't spoken. Maybe we'll get in Pratibha Prahalad first. Pratibha, it's ironic because politicians across the board. In fact, Abhishek and me were just discussing before coming in for the debate. You go to Lutyens, Delhi, and go to some of these bungalows, right? Abhishek was telling me about
Type 8 ones.
Sorry, what? Which one?
The Type 8 ones.
Who stays there?
Right, those are the big ones. The ministers.
Type 8.
Yeah, the leader of
Type 8
opposition.
are the
like
biggest
big
ones.
Type 8. Acha. Okay, Type 8. I didn't know, but he says that even a bathroom there, they wouldn't have spent less than 1 crore in some of the homes. I'm not saying all. Right? It's insanity. It's insanity. You go to Bangalore, you go to Bengaluru today, or you go to any of these cities, the number of potholes, they say we don't have money. But the first thing that gets sanctioned is their own bungalows. Pratibha Prahalad.
So obviously, I mean, like what you said, these politicians across board, like you said, every single party, for them, self-aggrandizement, their own luxury is much more important than public good. This is not just, bad optics. It's moral bankruptcy. Because where are the values? I mean, to not provide safe water, food, sanitation to children who are the future of the country is, not investing in the future, but looking after your own, luxury and your comfort in the present. So I'm saying that this is public money, this is taxpayers' money, and it has to be accountable, it has to be accounted for, and no government should, at the cost of public welfare, fund for its own luxuries and for its own welfare. And like you said, whether it's Karnataka, I mean, those are horrific kind of, visuals that you're showing from Kalburgi and from Bagalkot. And I was just thinking, a thought just crossed my mind. If this had happened in a public school, there would have been an outrage. The public school authorities would have been brought to book, taken to court, probably the license would have been revoked, God knows what would have happened. And these are poor children. I mean, these are children who are going to government schools, and they, depend on the government for welfare. They depend on the government for education. They depend on the government for sanitation, for health. And they are being, made to wash their own plates in which they eat in, contaminated water, but in sewage water, not just contaminated water. I'm horrified. And what dismays me, what makes me feel really terrible is the fact that there's no accountability on the fact, on the part of any politician, any political party. One political party, calling out the other is like the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, those who live in glass houses can't stones at others. I mean, that's a basic kind of premise, right? I mean, that's a basic premise. You can't throw stones at others. All of them, Congress party, BJP, Aam Aadmi Party, they want, lavish houses, lavish bathrooms, lavish, facilities, huge SUVs, a cavalcade of cars going wherever they go, while the poor just stand by and watch. And these children are the future of our country. And if we have to, look at Viksit Bharat, if we've got to look at 2047, we have to invest in our children, in their health, in their education, in the, in their well-being, mental, physical well-being. And that is not being taken care of, and that is what saddens me.
Yeah, and in fact, I want to bring in Mr. Reddy. Mr. Reddy is from the TDP. He hasn't spoken yet, so I want to go across to him. Mr. Reddy, your response to what is going on here? Can you, if you can just give me an idea, would you have any details of how much has been sanctioned for ministers in your state? I'm just trying to get an idea, if you know, because it is a reality, right? It is a reality, the kind of insanity, the amount of money that is splurged on government villas, bungalows, etc. I'll try and pull out a number while you speak. Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah, Niranjan, good evening to you and to my fellow panelists. See, a state which says that they don't have money even to pay salaries, and a state in which today we find children studying in schools, being admitted to hospitals because of food poisoning. 32 innocent children today are hospitalized in Telangana. In such a state, you find the same state government spending millions of rupees of money, public money, on lavish ministerial bungalows. This is criminal wastage of public money. This kind of spending reminds me of my state's former Chief Minister, Mr. Jagannath Reddy, who in the same manner had spent 500 crores on building a palace in Visakhapatnam at Rishikonda, 500 crores, spending 36,000 rupees per square feet to build a palace for himself. So what do you call that? I think Jagan Reddy will be on the top.
I mean, I'm amazed, Mr. Kumar Reddy. You represent the TDP, Rohan represents the BJP. We have Pankaj Sharma giving views aligned with the Congress party. And of course, we have, citizen voices. It's so easy that on national TV, we outrage, we sort of agree that, yes, this is wrong. But still, all these things do not happen, cannot happen without Mr. Vikram Singh, a sense of entitlement that perhaps comes by winning an election or becoming an MLA or an MP and, of course, a minister.
Very appropriately put up and summarized that the philosophy of the king can do no wrong. The sense of entitlement that a person starts inheriting and developing it in himself. It is like slow poisoning of the psyche, that the moment a person becomes an MLA or MP or a minister, the some chemistry in the mind and the personality changes. And I take you to the words, the profound wisdom from Pratibhaji, let him cast the first stone who has not sinned before. Each and every single party, and I apportion the blame on every single political party, that none has brought glory to itself, because the ostentatious and flashy lifestyle that every political leader seems to be exhibiting, we seem to have forgotten the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, and the intellectual and moral titans like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and others. Well, yes, frugality is a virtue. Let us see and take the examples of Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, Gulzari Lal Nanda ji, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who lived from hand to mouth, though born with a silver spoon, yet chose to give all the entire salary to the nation, and yet lived in abject poverty, sleeping on the wooden takhat and eating nothing but khichdi in the evening. Well, these are things of the past and sound like fairy tales, but yes, we should learn and see that public money belongs to the public and this cannot be spent. It is an immoral act to waste a single rupee on oneself. Thank you.
Okay, Rohan, can there be a debate in Parliament that, the leaders, the MPs really come together, dedicate a day, maybe half a day, maybe 1 hour at least, and, just decide that, okay, fine, let's discuss whether we have this sense of entitlement. Can we do something about it? Can we have a protocol or a code that maybe, in Delhi and in the state capitals, we will not do certain things and do certain things in a manner that we are truly representative of this angst and sentiment on the ground that's there, which is being shared on national TV tonight?
Unnecessary money, public money spent on anything is not appreciable at all. But see, there is a basic difference. I'm not trying here to play politics, but what is the basic difference? Any state government or a central government, when people look at it, they see that whether this government has been able to do that, maintain that fiscal discipline, yes or no. See, this is the basic comparison between BJP and Congress. You see BJP central government number in terms of fiscal deficit or fiscal health. They are able to generate the resources in terms that absolutely, whatever it is, they are able to maintain that fiscal balance. You see Himachal, you see Karnataka, you see Telangana, see the fiscal situation of the states. Himachal doesn't have salary money to be paid. Karnataka, they are not able to fulfill the commitments. Telangana, they are not able to fulfill the schemes they have promised. So this is the basic difference here. Any government. I'm not advocating here any wrong spending of public money.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
They have to be responsible for the maintenance
Let
of
me
the
ask you a
state
question.
government or central government. Whether they are
Can I ask you a question? There is a debate. Every now and then we do a debate saying we should abolish the role of governor. Why should politicians be given bungalows? Look at America, okay? I'll give you an example, okay? In America, apart from the president, apart from the vice president, right? Members of Congress don't get a house. Now in India, if you're an MP, if you're a judge, if you're a babu, if you're a top cop, and by the way, the irony is, sir, Mr. Vikram saying, I want to show you a picture. While I speak, the team will just pull out a picture. There is a video, very rare video, when a policeman is caught taking a bribe. I'll just pull out the video. Policeman caught taking a bribe. 4 lakh rupees bribe. Now it is just a tip of the iceberg, because people, I'm not broad basing it, generalizing it. You know it, I know it. Let's not be in denial about it. There are corrupt officers. Okay? Why am I saying this?
This is from today.
This is from today. This is today's visual from Republic Kannada. Can I play those visuals, please? A cop was caught taking a bribe red-handed. Okay? Look at that picture. That is a man in uniform, sir. Look at this picture. Caught taking a bribe. I'm sorry to say, but this is the reality of India, sir. This is the reality of India. There will be a time when politicians, IAS officers, IPS officers who are corrupt, I'm not saying all, will be caught and shamed like this. But it is a reality. Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I'll tell you. In a state like Karnataka, they kept 1,000 crore aside for minority welfare. Okay? But you know what they did? They cut down the budget allocation for the education sector by 5%. 2 to 5%. It is so sad that the poorest of the poor will continue to become even poorer. But ministers will continue becoming rich. In fact, all of them, the reason why I brought up villas, bungalows, government housing in the US, our politicians are the richest in the world and they will continue to become richer. I'll tell you an example. D.K. Shivakumar, who's aspiring to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka, today he's declared assets of 1,700 crore. Declared assets. I don't know how much is undeclared for other politicians, but I'm just saying, look at the madness of the situation, sir.
I'm happy that you have flagged the very sensitive and important issues that will plague us like cancer today. They're plaguing us like cancer today and will plague us like cancer in times to come. When I joined service in 1974, it was said that only 0.5 to 1% officers were corrupt. Today, it is difficult to identify the same number of those who can be said to be absolutely above board with unimpeachable integrity. Things have changed so drastically that this officer, whom you're showing on the visuals, has shamed the uniform and shamed the service. I'm extremely sorry and anguished to see this kind of a situation. But yes, again, you have to come down like a ton of bricks on corruption, on corrupt officers. They should not only be summarily dismissed, their assets frozen, and they should be sent to jail, lock, stock, and barrel. No shortcuts. And then we have another system in India which is unique. You become an MLA once and an MP once, you are entitled to a pension for a lifetime. Just become an MLA and then no looking back. And it is said that once you become an MLA or an MP, you absolutely do yourself so well that you serve yourself and for the next 7 generations. What a tragedy. We are supposed to be self-effacing, not taking a pension. But there is unanimity in this also when we increase the emoluments and the pension. Right. All political parties, irrespective, they vote unanimously to enhance their allowances, pay, and pensions. What a crying shame.
We'll leave it at that, sir. We'll leave it at that. In fact,
before we send them to jail, as Vikram Singh said, the fact of the matter is, first, there has to be consensus.
Yes.
That this can be done.
A judge was caught with money burning in his basement. What happened to him?
Yeah, exactly.
What happened to him? Such a joke, sir. Such a joke. Such a joke. It is such a joke. Okay. Let's move on now. Thank you, everyone.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।